I mean, they're telling me every time I sweat, I'm just pissing.
Yep. Not really.
You're watching good. You're watching good for the
Hello, guys. Welcome back. I went caving. I'm currently caving, but I didn't want to record all of it. Thought I'd come down here and check things out, see what's going on, get some. I got some diamonds, and I got a bunch of iron. It's in a chest. But I want to show you something. Look, it's a skeleton spawner. Look, it's a golden record. 3 of them. And an infinity book. That's cool, right? But wait, there's more. But wait, I'm going the wrong direction. No, I wasn't. Look what I found, guys. It's a skeleton spawner. Okay, that just doesn't have anything to talk about. But wait, there's more. Oh my god, guys, look, it's a skeleton spawner. There's all the iron I've gotten. Another golden record. I don't know if any of these are actually close enough. When I first found them, I thought they were going to be close enough to like be able to trigger all 3 of them at once. But now that I've kind of dug in between all 3 to see like the block distance, I don't know how close you have to be to one for it to start spawning. But I don't think that they're actually close enough, unfortunately. These 2 would be the best bet. Need to clear out more area between them and see what like the center point is exactly between the 2. But then from this one over here, seems like too far for sure, right? What's the coordinates here? They're all at either -1 or -2 on the y-axis, so they're all like the same height. This one is 100 blocks on the x from the other one, but it's almost identical on the z. Then sharing a similar y-axis is probably good for like wherever you stand, but I bet... You know what? I bet if I clear out all of this stuff and then I set up a minecart that just goes in a loop, I could AFK and circle them and get them all going, you know? I think maybe that's the trick here. I don't know why I keep getting turned around right there at that one spot. It's this way though. But I think the first thing would be clear out everything on the Y, -1. This one's -2. The other one's a -1 as well. See, -1. But yeah, just have a minecart that just goes in a circle in the center of all 3 of these, and then have them spawn it and drop it into some kind of killing scenario. It's going to be a lot of work to get everything cleared out here. So I think what I'll probably do is head home. I'm pretty far from spawn. I saw this cave when I came to the desert, and I had like made a mental note to come back. I didn't go down in as deep as I am now. This place is wild, though. I probably should have recorded more. I was in the middle of rendering an episode and doing various things, and so I was kind of like kind of AFK playing. Like I would do a bit and then I'd stop for a bit and cook up my iron, and so I wasn't hyper focused on the game. And normally when I try to go caving and record it, I also have like a plan for a story, and nothing really came to mind yesterday, so I didn't really have a plan. I did die right down here, actually. And it was funny because I found the third of the skeleton spawners, and I said in chat, I found 3 skeleton spawners like right near each other, and then right after that I run up on 2 skeletons with enchanted bows, and they kill me. I couldn't like get an angle where I could block both of them, basically. They were like circling me in a way, and I was trying to get them to shoot each other too, so that like maybe they would leave me alone. But I just couldn't get it. And so anyways, I died, and everyone's like, oh yeah, you found skeleton spawners, huh? And I was like, funny enough, these weren't even from the damn spawners. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, this cave has been nuts. So many big areas like this. There's this mine shaft that runs through just huge empty spaces like that. So they're just like all like out in the open. I didn't see any baby spider spawners in it though, so that was good. But yeah, I'd gotten up to like 28 levels before I died, so that was unfortunate too, because I was like, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna be able to get a decent enchant on something, and then I died. So it wasn't as great as I thought it was gonna be. I don't like this type of generation. This like weird. I don't even know. I mean, I know it's realistic to like what real life caves look like sometimes. So like that's all well and good, but I just don't like traversing it, I guess. But anyways, I'm gonna clear out that area before I see you again, I think, which is gonna be a big undertaking. But I need to head home and dump off some of this stuff and get a plan going here. Maybe try to get to 30 levels and enchant a pick. I would really like to get efficiency at the very least on a pick, you know. If I'm gonna be digging out that much area. Whoa! Well. All right, guys. I'll be back. Well, it'll be instant for you, but when you see me again, it's gonna be cool, probably. Bye-bye. Hi. I haven't done the thing I said I was going to do yet, but I was making my way out and I ran into part of what I was talking about before. I just wanted to kind of show you some of it because it's a crazy cave. That is all. Hello. So a little brief update here. This is where our skeleton spawner situation is located on the side of this mountain. I've made this tunnel here to get to it. I was originally trying to ladder all the way out of here, like straight up, but I was not aware that I was in a giant mountain, and so when I got to like 150 or something like that, I was like, okay, what's going on here? So I went back down to 70 and dug out. But we come down here, and I've got my little like station where I'm dumping all the stuff I'm mining, and then keep coming down, and here is one of the skeleton spawners, and over here is the other, and there's still the third one that's like roughly that way. But the reason why I've stopped here is I enchanted a pickaxe to help with this, and it's almost broken. And I was going to buy a mending book from Nevers and sell him my soul, but his store never has any in it. And he was on yesterday, and I kept messaging him, and he just didn't respond. So, like, I guess he was AFK on. So I've decided that I'm going to have to make my own mending man, because I don't want to go through these pickaxes without having a ability to heal them up, you know. So, with that said, I have found a village that's pretty close to here, not far away at all, and I'm going to attempt to coerce one of these villagers into trading me a mending book. So I brought a bunch of stuff over with me to help with that, to trade with the farmers and whatnot. But the village isn't far away. It's actually a pretty cool looking village, to be honest, the way it's positioned. It's just right up here. When I say up here, I mean up here. Oh, hi. I don't have a shield. Not by design. It was breaking, and so I was like, I'll just take this one off and make another one, and then I forgot to make another one. And I've been busy digging, so it didn't really much matter. It's crazy how slow digging is, even with a efficiency 5 pickaxe. Especially that, whatever that blackstone or whatever it's called. The harder block. The annoying block. Yeah, up this hill here, there's a village. And if I remember right, mending will be the first trade if you get it. Because I've done this before, and I could have swore mending is the first trade they offer whenever they do offer mending. So it's just a matter of locking one of these available villagers somewhere, and then talking to him until he wants to do what I want him to do. There's a lot of farmers. Alright, so there's multiple guys here. So let's see if I can... I don't have any blocks. Excuse me, I don't have any blocks. The green ones can't ever do anything. They're just stupid by design. Let's just grab some dirt here. Just want to lock a man up. More than one would be ideal, honestly. I don't know if more than one can, like, learn off of a lectern. Or not. So it'd be great if I could just get a couple of you to stay in an area with me. It'd be really cool. Okay. Well, I've gotten one. But okay, I've gotten 0. Hi. Can you tell your people to, like, come over here and, like, chill out for a bit? It'd be great if they would just go in a house and I could lock them up in... Oh, okay, he was in a house. Oh, there was 2 in there! Okay. Alright, we have to pay better attention here. Go inside. Do it. Okay. Alright, we've gotten 1. Yeah, you're locked up. Thank you for your service. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. You going in there? Do it. Do it. Is he going in here? Okay. Go in here. Perfect. I didn't think I would have this opportunity because everyone's always sleeping all the time. I wonder if they're using sanctioned beds, though. That's the real question. One's locked up. Let's see if there's one over here. If I can just lock a handful of them up, I can sit around and mess with their trades. Oh, there's no bed in here. Oh, but there's a guy in here. Nonetheless. Maybe they don't go specifically for bed, they just go for an indoors. Okay, what about down here? It's dark right here. Cool. I went in this one. That one's got 1. That one's got 1. Oh, it's daytime again. They're all going to get up. That was just a farmer. One in there. I'm not seeing a lot of the professioned ones now. Oh, there's a lot of people in here. I don't know if they're anyone I care about. I don't care about you. It's 2 farmers and a non-committed person. Okay. All right. So I have become the server villain. It seems not. I didn't try to, but everyone seems to be upset about the whole bed situation. I don't know why. I'm just trying to be helpful. You know. I'm like, it'd be a shame if your bed wasn't under warranty. So I'm just trying to help out, but no one can see it that way. It's weird. I don't understand. What did I ever do? Okay. So I don't want to give him the opportunity to leave, right? But I need to be able to like get to him all the same. So I think if I just put a lectern down, if I remember this right, just put a lectern down, he'll then gain its ancient knowledge. Okay. And then eventually, if I keep doing this, he'll eventually learn how to mend. The hard part is going to be keeping him in there. There's got to be a better way of doing this. Let's see, if I get rid of this block, I should be able to get here, but he can't get out, right? And then we can just keep doing this over and over again until eventually he's like, I like to mend. And I'm like, cool, mend for me, daddy. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing that. And eventually we'll get there. And I'll let you know when it happens. So, a little update on where we're at. I got my mending man. I've done quite a bit in this village here. I've been here quite a while. I've almost got my pick filled back up, too. I've been using villager trading as a way. But this guy has a mending book. But he wants, like, I don't remember how many diamonds now. He wants more than this guy over here. I had already locked that mending trade in, and then this guy came along and has a better deal. Yeah, he only wants 18 emeralds for his mending book. So we have 2 mending guys, technically. But I've also got a man over here that likes beets. There it is, with his beet trade. And then down here, this guy, he's a big fan of carrots and potatoes, and also pumpkins. Oh shoot! I've been keeping my pick in my offhand so I can get XP into there to repair it. I'm trying to get it full on so I can get back to tearing up that cave around the skeleton spawners. I planned a huge garden for my trade. So I got this. I got all the reeds over there. I got pumpkins over here behind the house. And then this house I've extended. And I've done a bit of breeding with the villagers. And so we got an efficiency 5 trade. Which I don't think I've locked that one in yet, actually. No. I need a book to do it, though. And then this guy's got Fortune 1, which I locked in because I wanted the bookshelf trade, and then he unlocked Fortune 1, which I think could be good because I can... I need as many of those as he can give me. Because I can tier them up. I'd rather get somebody that just gives me Fortune 3 right out the gate, but since I'd already locked that guy in to get bookshelves, it's cool that he ended up having a Fortune 1. I just went and gathered up the stuff to make this guy. because I would like to enchant my axe and other things before I start applying books to them. So far I've only got I got mending on my pickaxe, and I got an extra mending book. So far I only have 2 of the mending situations here. But yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. I had forgot what it takes for them to reset their inventory. So this guy had like locked out his potatoes and carrots, and then I remembered you had to give them a composter for them to go back to being a trader. He's the trader, guys. Shoot him. He's got an op. Yeah, it's coming along. Like I said, I'm just trying to get my pickaxe to full health, but I'd also really like to get mending on my other items as well, just so I can repair those as time goes along here. And I really would like to get a fortune pick, so I'm going to use some diamonds to make a second pick to get fortune on. But yeah, I'm just kind of grinding here. I'm doing most of it off camera because it's just a lot of like tedious sitting around waiting for things to happen. And I'm also playing Star Trek in my other window. It's my guilty obsession. Been playing that pretty regularly for over a year now, honestly. Oh, that one wasn't ready. Are any of these ready? That's the problem, is I want them all to be ready before I go through and harvest them, you know? So I've been trying to wait, but I'm running out of other things to do. I started a tree farm over here, but I'm slowly going through my axe here at a rapid pace, so I'm like, I don't know. And unfortunately, the cave where I've been doing all my other stuff is too far that way for this chunk to be loaded at the same time. So I can't even go over there and work on other things while I wait. I'm curious how many levels we can get to right now. 14. So I need more bookcases, but I need more emeralds to get more bookcases. So like I said, I'm just gonna keep grinding here, keep gathering all the things until I can get my stuff in order again. Because I really don't want to waste diamonds on things just breaking, you know. I'm gonna try to set up the skeleton farm in a way that it can be either an auto farm or not, so I can turn off the lava flow if I don't want him to be auto killed, and that way I can use it to level as well. So that's my plan for that. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I've been slowly breeding cows down here too, and there is a villager locked in there, but I haven't done anything with him yet, so he's just kind of chilling. But yeah, I'll give you another update when I get further along here. Hello again. So, I want to give an update here on where we're at. I have been digging and digging and digging for days and days and days. And I still have a lot more to do. So, you can remember there was a cave here. Over there's one of the spawners. Oh, I got armor, by the way. Got diamond armor. Look at me. And I enchanted my my diamond tools. Did a bunch of trading with the villagers. Got all decked out here. And one of the spawners is inside of that box there because I have this set up. I got a bunch of levels by doing villager trading, but this is obviously much quicker. So there's one in there. There's the one over here. And when I originally showed you guys, I think this one here is the one where I had like dug into the wall and then like over to here to show you where this one was at. And then the direction from this one was like, you would come like this way and go down and around to up here. But as you can see, I've dug now to where they're all three visible from one spot. So what I have left to do is I want to bring it down to this height, I believe, everywhere in here, and then I'll go from there. My thought is I'm not going to be able to finish all this in this video. Is my first thought, because This has already taken way longer than I anticipated. I think I played for 14 hours yesterday. I've been playing a lot. The villager training took quite some time to get everything I wanted. But then just digging in here has taken forever. Luckily, I've been able to keep my stuff prepared with the mending and whatnot. So that was definitely a good thing, having these skeleton spawners. But once it's all said and done, all right. So use your imagination with me here, guys. Imagination. Hold on. I won't be caught off guard by this man over here. Where'd he go? You gotta come back, bro. You okay? I still haven't lit up everywhere in this cave. The cave is just so big. There's still so much to light up, as you can see. So, once I bring everything down to this level, then I'm going to put each of the spawners in a setup where they're individually spawning and falling. I don't know how many blocks a skeleton needs to fall to get to one hit kill if it's not wearing armor, but that's the next step. So let's say it's 10 blocks. It's probably more like 20, or more. Who knows? I'll have to look it up. But whatever that number is, for some reason the number 16 is coming to mind, but it's probably not a thing. Is that diamonds? No, it's not diamonds. I swear they added this moss to make you think it's diamonds in a cave, and then you're like, oh, I've been fooled. Sorry. So there'll be 3 individual spawners. There will be a rail track. This whole area is going to be dark, obviously, and dug out in a way that the rail track will go around it. So the rail track will basically go on where this wall is at now, or whatever distance it needs to be, so where that's still spinning. So around here, yeah, this is too far away. Maybe not. Either way, it'll be going then all the way down this way. I might make it where it goes down this way, right? But maybe the more intelligent thing would just have a rail track that's kind of in the center of everything here. That's just doing like a smaller loop, and that way it's hitting that one on the way this way instead of a big circle. Because I was thinking like a big oval, like NASCAR or something, but no, I think just up and down this way makes more sense. So anyways, a rail track that's going constantly so that you can just sit down in it and sit and spin. Sit and just go in some circles for a few minutes, and then you get off, and I'm gonna have a lever that lets you decide if the mobs are being auto-killed or if you'd like to kill them yourselves. With there being 3 of these, I feel like killing them yourselves is going to be more advantageous, because that's going to be a lot of levels. It's not an ender by any stretch of the imagination, but it should be pretty good experience pretty fast. Honestly, the thing that'll take the longest is going to be getting a bunch of them spawned. But my thought is having them... I don't have any blocks on me. Hold on. Just had ramen noodles for dinner. You guys ever thought about the fact that Italians just like spaghetti is just like Italian ramen? You know how like angry Italians get if you like break your noodles and stuff. Meanwhile, these bitches, they stole ramen from the Japanese and just added tomatoes to it, and they're like, spaghetti. That was probably offensive, but that's really all it is. You think that's why Italy like made all these different shapes? These are all my things from all my time here. But you think that's why they made all the different shapes of pasta. Because, you know, I can understand like some pasta, like let's say like macaroni or whatever. Like it makes sense, right? It's got like that little internal cavity, right, to hold your cheese better for your macaroni and cheese. But then there's some of these noodles, they just don't even make any sense. Like, why are you better than the next noodle? You know, like I don't know. I don't know. And like when you think about it, like Italy, when was Italy founded? I'll look that up. I honestly don't know the answer to that question. When was Italy founded? March 17th, 1861. Okay. So 1861 is when Italy comes around and it's like, all right, time to steal this ramen. Meanwhile, when was Japan founded? 660 BC by Emperor Jimmu. 660 BC. Fucking before Christ himself. That's how long they had ramen. That's why they're eating with sticks. So I want the mobs to fall into something like this, kind of. Except smaller, I think. I think like a 3x1 or something like that. That way they're not all in one spot and dying to cramming. And maybe more than that. Maybe like I just have a trough. And, well, probably want it to be somewhat centralized. So maybe like three sections like this, right? Where like 3x1 or 5x1, something like that. 3x1 is probably best because I think like if you get a 3x1 sweeping edge, will hit everything in there, right? So each one of these will have their own like trough beside each other, right? So we'll have like this mob spawner will go in here, and that one down there will go into one that's like beside it but looks the same, and then same with that one beside it but looks the same. And so when you're down there farming them, right, you're just like bam, 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 you know what I mean? Over and over. The problem, the unfortunate part, is that they won't replenish themselves, right? So you get in your minecart and you get a bunch spawn, and then you go kill them, and then you get your XP. What do you think they called BC back then? What was it called before Christ? Like you can't because it like counts down, right? Like if it's like 4 BC, the next year's like 3 BC, right? Because it stands for before Christ, right? I'm not making this up, right? Is that a face? You see the face, guys? Stupid face. Does BC stand for something else? Hold on. What does BC stand for? Before Christ. Okay. Okay, making sure. Oh. But I guess in regions where they don't believe in Christ, they call it BCE, which is before the Common Era. Okay. Okay. What do you think BC powder stands for? You know, like the headache medicine? My dad used to take that stuff all the time. When I was a kid, I would have BC powder. I recently, this is, we're going all over the place with this, but I recently saw some in the store. It wasn't BC brand. It was a different brand, but the same sort of thing, right? And it was like raspberry flavored. And it was like actually good. Like I remember being a kid, and you take a BC powder, and it's like you have to be in so much pain to be willing to suffer from the taste of this powdered aspirin that you're about to put in your mouth. It was so bad. No, the raspberry stuff, you don't even like, you just like pour it on your tongue, and it's like, oh, this is delicious. Is before BC powder BBC? Like, I honestly wasn't even thinking about the big black penis. I was thinking about like British Broadcasting Channel. I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess ramen noodles are probably a different type of noodle than spaghetti noodles. I don't know how, in what way. I think it's semolina flour that you make noodles out of. I've made homemade noodles before, and I've made homemade ramen before, and it's definitely different, the recipe. So like, it's definitely not the same thing. If you didn't see that Twitch stream, it took me it was like a 7-day process to make homemade ramen. Cause like different parts of the broth and stuff like that. It was the best ramen I've ever had in my life by a mile, but it was one hell of a process. And cooking the pork belly in the house after I had smoked it on the Traeger was like kind of scary, because I like kind of fried it in a wok, and it was like threatening to burn my whole house down the entire time, basically. Okay. Anyways, so I had an idea for my bed store. Underneath the bed store, you know how I have like the big bed, and then like underneath it's just like a parking lot, or whatever. I was thinking about so yesterday Dallas was looking for slime balls, and I have so many slime balls because they're constantly spawning down here, and I put looting on this sword too, so like I'm getting tons of slime, and also I got like all those villager tradings now. I saw someone sell a Silk Touch book for speaking of for like, I think it was like 20 diamonds, or even, no, wait, it was, the offer was a stack of diamonds. I don't think they end up selling it for that. Like something else ended up taking place, but it was crazy, right? So my thought is, underneath my bed store, I should start a rare items store. It's never the same thing. Like, who knows what's going to be there? You have to come back and check, right? Who knows what's going to be in the store? And I've been keeping all these bows, thinking I could just combine all these bows and make like Power 5 bows and things like that. Just things you can't easily get without working for it. But slime balls, maybe like some records, I don't know. Just things that, I mean, records really aren't that rare, but some things that people want, but it's never going to be the same thing. It's just like the item of the day. Get it if you're lucky, sort of thing, and you know the prices will vary. But yeah, that's my thought. I think my village situation is kind of done now. I got all the trading that I thought was necessary. I could never get one of them to have protection 4. I couldn't get them to have any protection, to be fair. That and unbreaking are the two trades I kept trying to get. And I read a bit about trading and how it's changed and stuff. And there was some talk about different biomes affecting the trades. But what it said really wasn't consistent with what I've experienced either. Because it said, like, you can't get mending without having a master trader, a master librarian. And that's definitely not true, because I got mending more often than not. I remember last time I played Minecraft and I was trying to get mending from a villager. It took me so many attempts of placing the lectern down and picking it up. It was like 100 or something. Like, I sat there for like an hour doing it. And they've either changed the odds, or I got extremely lucky whenever I was doing it, because it was coming up so often. Like, I was like, please give me something other than mending. But I think I have an infinity guy. I have a flame guy. I have Silk Touch, a mending. What else? Sweeping Edge. I only got the Sweeping Edge guy. That was actually the last guy I got, because I was sitting there trying to get protection, and just wasn't succeeding. And I was eventually like, well, I'm going to want Sweeping Edge on my sword for the skeleton spawner when it's all said and done. So I guess I'll accept Sweeping Edge as my final guy here. I did breed a lot. We should actually go back over there and let me show you where it's at now, how things look in its final form. It's kind of ghetto. Not gonna lie, because like I expanded where the villagers live and stuff, and I didn't do it aesthetically pleasing. I may come back to it at a different time. I still want to set up my base in that in the water that I showed you guys in maybe episode 2. And I was thinking about that, and having some kind of rail that connects out to here would be cool. Depending on how it lines up with the village and whatnot, maybe I could just go straight into there since the village is up on a hill like it is and everything. So I don't know yet. I haven't really decided exactly what I'm going to do there, but it's an idea I've had. Looks like it might be dark out here. That's okay. I'm not afraid of the dark. But yeah, oh, it's raining too. Dark and stormy night. It's freeing. I think I said it in an earlier recording of this episode, but I am definitely the server's. Oh my good god! Okay, can we stop all that bullshit? Scare me. I'm definitely the server's villain, though. Everyone hates me. Man, you just try to provide people a service, you know? You just try to help people out. Can you believe that no good deed goes unpunished? I was wondering if I could have just died there, but no, I was fine. I mean, it wasn't a hard jump to make or anything, but you know. I tried to go caving over here because I was trying to stay in the area so the crops could grow. But there's really no good caving under here. I tried real hard and couldn't really find anything. I did a bit of strip mining for a bit and really found nothing, honestly. So yeah, here's my village, my big village house. Here's my tree farm. They're all sleeping right now, but as you can see, I've bred several, and there's still some I haven't. I think this guy, yeah, I haven't trained all of them yet. But I got to a point where I was feeling pretty ready to start doing my digging. I need to get some more mending books for my armor. I haven't done those, and I haven't enchanted this one yet because the enchant's no good. But I think I showed the farm and how it was, and then I have several other villagers, as you guys have already seen. There's my reeds, pumpkins. There's so many of these guys spawned because of the number of villagers I've birthed, I guess. I found something really cool. To me, it was really cool, at least, over here, and I'll show it to you guys. So if you go down here, oh, man's over here. When I was looking to cave, I was like, well, I'll go down here, and I looked over the edge here, trying to decide. And I was like, what is that? And what it is one of the villager houses spawned down here, in the mountainside there. I thought that was pretty cool. It's got a cool view of the lava and whatnot. If a villager spawned down here, he died, I guess, because I didn't see any villager. But yeah, I thought this was pretty neat. And down over here, it's a cool looking cave, but there's nothing in here. Let me go in here, show y'all what I mean. Not here, actually. Down there's where I went strip mining. Okay, yeah, I found this cave, and I was like, okay, cool, a cave. This guy, he really wants me to look at him before it's all said and done. But then it just kind of peters out right here, right? But I was like, oh, wait, maybe there's something. Oh, wait, hold on. And then, actually, I didn't even see that you could see the surface there, because when I went here the first time, I swam, and I was like, oh. But it's just, this is it, though. This is all there was. Oh, wait, there's something over here, actually. I didn't see this before. Do I have any pictures? Oh, there's a man. Huh. Yeah, I didn't even see this before. I'm gonna get killed by a creeper is what I'm gonna do. trying to not do what I just did. Guess I can put this on even though it's not enchanted. I guess there was more cave here than I thought. But at this point, I'm feeling pretty set with the armor and all of those things. I've really, I've played a lot this week. But a lot of it's been off camera because I've really just been grinding, you know. I had TV up watching. Have y'all seen the new Twisted Metal TV show? I'm not gonna say it's like quality, but it's also not bad. Like, I've enjoyed it, but it's like I'm just not sure if it's good. It might just be nostalgia that is working on me because I really enjoyed the game Twisted Metal back in the day, on the PlayStation, the one with the Rob Zombie soundtrack. That was peak gaming right there. Yeah, I watched all of that, and I've also been watching the Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which has been a really good season so far. There's been a couple episodes. I'm not going to spoil anything, so I'm not going to say anything specifics wise. But there's been a couple episodes where I'm like, not great. But then there's some that it's just like, whoa, great episode. Oh, also, while we're on the subject of television, because there's another thing I've watched in the last week, which is the new Alien television show, Alien Earth on FX. And if you're an Alien fan, I think this is pretty good. I'm not going to say too much again because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone that hasn't watched it or wants to watch it, etc. But one thing I'll say about it is it's a prequel to the original Alien movie. So it happens like, I think it's like 20 years prior to the original Alien movie in the universe. So that part's cool. And there's been, so like, there was the recent movie, Alien Romulus, I think is what it was called, that was just okay. You know, it wasn't bad, but it didn't do anything new, is how I would put it. It was just an alien movie. It was literally what I guess I would call a cash grab because, like I said, they didn't really do anything new. They were just like, you remember Alien? And it's like, yeah. Oh, there's a cat down here somewhere in this cave, and I feel bad for him. He must have spawned. Yeah, there he is. He must have spawned with that village house down here, and then just got stuck down here. But yeah. But yeah, Romulus. It was just a meh movie. It was okay. But yeah, the new Alien Earth, if you're an Alien franchise fan, I recommend it. It's only got 3 episodes out as of me recording this episode. So there's not a lot out yet, but I've enjoyed it so far. So I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes. And speaking of going, I'm going to go. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been a little mix mash of various things. There's all my cows. There's so many of them that they crowd surf. But I'm looking forward to what's going to come of this the skeleton spawner situation. I really wanted to do it all in this episode, but I was looking at like how much I've already recorded and where I'm at in terms of time and stuff. And so I thought I'd go ahead and get this out and let you guys kind of see where I'm going. Also let you guys give me some feedback on what you think about my idea of how to set it up and whatnot. You guys might give me some fresh ideas in a way that I didn't think about it. So if you have any suggestions or whatever, I think I did mention that I want to have a lever that turns it off for being a oh man, having a lever to turn on a glowstone lamp in there would be nice to actually turn it off. And that's not what I was going to say, but that'd be smart too. But no, a lever to switch it between auto killing and not. I really feel like with a looting sword and stuff, I don't know that there's a point in having it auto kill ever. So I don't think that's the primary objective. because I mean you're gonna get so much loot just getting XP down there that I mean when am I gonna be needing to grind more bones and arrows than what I already have? I mean I got a server's supply of arrows and bones as it is. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys have been enjoying the server. I've sold quite a few beds. I think 13 at my last count, beds sold. But everyone is calling me the bed thief. And a lot of times when people are like, "Can you sleep?" They're like, "Well, if I had a bed, maybe." So there's a little bit of animosity, a little bit. But it's okay. It's okay. They're going to thank me later whenever... I mean, the warranty does have some benefits, right? Like, if a creeper blows up your bed, you know, like, just come to me. It's under warranty. Someone asked me about the warranty, and I did explicitly say that if you take it to the nether and blow it up, that's not covered under the warranty. So, no destroying your bed on purpose. But, yeah, I don't know if I've done too much in between episodes. People are going to be like, you should have recorded it all. And it's like, but it's just so much digging, you know? And I considered recording it. I've looked at, like, the flashback mod that, like, lets you, like, set up cameras on the server and just, like, record it wherever. I've considered doing that and then doing, like, a montage and stuff. And maybe for building, like, if I had done that for the bed, maybe that would have been fun. But for something like this, I don't think it makes much sense just because it's just so much tedious digging, you know? There's no... Guess what? He breaks another block. What do you think he's going to do next, guys? So, yeah. But, yeah, let me know what you think. And I'll look forward to seeing you next time. I need to finish going through this cave, too. Oh, I'm scared. Alright, guys. Bye-bye!